Latewa law courts were under unprecedented tight security. Armed prison warders made a rare venture outside the court walls, which are within the maximum security prison. A high-risk suspect was due to be arraigned in court, but the case of Jermaine Grant, who is answering charges of terrorism, did not proceed. It is understood police are slapping more charges on him in the wake of the siege at Westgate in Nairobi, which has now claimed at least 62 lives. Jermaine Grant is understood to be a close associate of Samantha Lewthwaite, a feared female terrorist who at one point was suspected to coordinate the siege at Westgate. The government has, however, confirmed that the terrorists who had taken over Westgate Mall were all male. Grant's case was initially heard at the High Court in Mombasa, but that changed in March when the police received intelligence that Samantha was plotting a violent prison break for him. Grant was held under heavy security, but since then his hearings have been moved to Latewa, where chained suspects stand behind walls in the safety of the prison. Prosecutors say 2 men arrested with grenades and bulletproof vests later confessed to the planned mission to rescue Grant. Jermaine Grant was arrested in 2011 in a major police operation in Mombasa. The raid was conducted in a house which police believe he shared with Samantha, who was reportedly paying the rent. The pair is believed to have been plotting to kill hundreds of Britons, according to the UK's Daily Mail. Grant was arrested, but Samantha escaped under suspicious circumstances. It is also unclear how Samantha fully evaded the dragnet and escaped with her 3 children. Grant was arraigned in court together with 3 other Kenyan suspects. They are charged with the possession of explosive material and conspiracy to attack. The 3 Kenyans are Fuad Abubakar, Frank Ngala, and 19-year-old Wada Break Islam, who is Grant's wife. Beyond the arrest, though, questions, however, emerge. Fuad Abubakar, who was arrested with Grant, requested and was granted bail of 22 million shillings. He will later jump that bail and go underground. Sources suggest Fuad is now directing Al-Shabaab operations inside Somalia. KTN's sister publication The Standard reports that Fuad may have successfully transported newly converted jihadists from Kismayo in Somalia to Kenya in July. The mysterious escape of Samantha and the disappearance of Fuad raises questions on police treatment of intelligence on terrorism and also terror suspects. It also casts a shadow on Mombasa as a possible terrorist cell.
These people, they are mistreating us and we are innocent, believe me.
Before Grant, the police had arrested Michael Adebolajo, another Briton with extremist tendencies, who was intercepted on his way to Somalia in 2010, allegedly to train with Al-Shabaab. He was reportedly released at the behest of the UK government, and early this year, Adebolajo beheaded a UK soldier on a London street.
And this British soldier is an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. By Allah, we swear by the Almighty Allah, we will never stop fighting you until you leave us alone.
Adebolajo was arrested on Pate Island in Lamu, the same area where one of the world's most feared terrorists, Fazul Abdallah, lived. Fazul, a top Al-Qaeda operative, was also once in police custody in Mombasa back in 2004. Fazul also reportedly escaped, evading police officers armed with AK-47 rifles and 9mm pistols, according to the Associated Press. He would later die in a hail of bullets in Somalia. While Jermaine Grant is in police custody, questions remain on whether the police will nail him. Only 10 days ago, the High Court acquitted him of robbery with violence charges. The prosecution had linked him to a raid on a police station near the Somali border, where a policeman was injured and 4 guns and a police car was stolen. But Magistrate Kiari Wakiari ruled that the prosecution had failed to establish the case against him beyond reasonable doubt. The current charges are linked to the raid on his home with Samantha. The bomb-making material allegedly recovered included hydrogen peroxide, ammonium nitrate, batteries and electrical switches. UK media report that the explosive ingredients are similar to the one Samantha's husband, Jermaine Lindsay, used to blow himself up in a line train in the UK in 2005, killing 26 people. Further evidence of Grant's link with Samantha is another piece of evidence recovered from their hideout, a birth certificate bearing the name Samantha Lewthwaite. In September last year, Samantha reportedly posted a poem on Twitter where she strongly hinted about blowing herself up in a suicide attack. According to the UK's Sunday Mirror, Samantha even praised Kenyan radical Islamist Sheikh Abu Drogo, a suspected terrorist who was killed by unknown gunmen only a week earlier in Mombasa. The chilling poem says in part, quote, "I have been so sad and I am wondering why these black clouds over Kenya keep swirling over me. I look around at how beautiful jihad is. It's alive in Kenya. Think I'll get ready and buy a vest and meet my Sheikh Abu Drogo. I ask Allah to grant me my wish soon to join my Sheikh Abu Drogo soon." The government has since denied the presence of any female terrorists in Westgate, but what cannot be denied is that Samantha Lewthwaite has been in the country and involved herself with the terror cells, particularly in Mombasa, which have possibly coordinated and executed attacks that have caused mayhem and death in the country. Ferdinand Omondi, KTN, Mombasa.